Oh yeah. Man, hello and good day. Hey, happy Mother's Day. And if you've hit a few moms in your day, salute to you as well, sir. It is a great day to be participating in the wild world of wrestling, and we shall do that, and we shall do that like nobody else in the entire world. So, man, it's been a minute. Glad to catch up with y'all. But let's spare y'all some of the suspense, right? Draft mid, backlash, house show mid. And we're all caught up and ready to talk about new champs, new waves, and new things. So let's get into the first Black Champ podcast. And I am still the pick. Yep. Podcast Intercontinental Champion. Camp from the port.
Hey, yo, ooh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened there, but I am JR Bang. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download wherever you get your favorite podcast. Barber Shed Network is the home. You saw it in the intro, so you make sure you go ahead and you do that. Also, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Barbershed Network. And for all episodes of First Black Champ, just search hashtag DFBCPOD. Click the link in the bio. Go ahead and get that merch. Man, great show prepared for you today. Like Camp had said, thumbs up thing that popped up.
Yeah, hey, it popped up. Hey, even StreamYard agrees.
There you go. So as you know, just real quickly recapping some things. So the draft, you said the draft was mid. I just so happen to agree with you. I think that the draft is supposed to shake things up. We didn't shake anything up.
Yeah. It literally just confirmed who was already on each brand. Outside of Nia Jax going to SmackDown, I don't think I remember anything else happening.
Yeah, nothing else happened.
Oh, like, hey, wait, I'm sorry. Wait. Hey, yo, they moved that LWO shit right to Raw. Let that dismember in 3 hours.
Yeah. Actually, since we've bought it, the funniest thing that came out of the LWO is them confirming what we were saying that happened the whole time. They just waited a couple of weeks for it to happen. That Carlito beat up Dragon Lee and Carlito ran off. First of all, and second of all, shouts out to Carlito Monfongo. Let me just say this. I have been on the search for Monfongo.
Okay.
Since being in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I suggest for anybody who has never had Monfongo. I have Puerto Rican friends. I know a lot of Puerto Ricans. I ain't want to go over there to where they at in Humboldt Park because everybody think you GD over there. So I think the threat of being a GD is the only reason why I've never had Monfongo. But I want to shout out to all of the Puerto Ricans out there for that particular food because that shit's awesome. And I am sad that the threat of me being in the gang kept me from that food for so long. Let me just say that right there.
Hey, that's why we get passports in this.
Right, yeah. You know? Got to go get a passport to get some food instead of going to the neighborhood and get it for threat of fear of violence. But
God bless America.
But I was in Puerto Rico, and the only thing that I was thinking was, damn, Carlito be around here sometimes, huh? And he jumped on. First of all, I don't know if Dragon Lee is Mexican or Puerto Rican or not. Yeah. I just know that one of the biggest gangs in the world are Latin Kings. For sure. And we got to figure it out between them two. If they Latin Kings and 2-6s and all of that. But Carlito pushed Rey Mysterio and ran, and that shit was hilarious, fam. So let this be known right here on the First Black Champ podcast when it comes to Carlito and that shit that happened a couple of weeks ago. If he don't get his own theme song back, this shit's for nothing.
Yeah, man. For real. Like, because they should have never changed it. And I do agree with him. And what better way to bring back the Caribbean cool than to have him get the old music back, be a loner that just happens to win on every single level. I'm here for it.
Now, not saying that a title reign should happen. Not saying that he should again become the United States or Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. I'm just saying that the theme song needs to come back. Whatever the fuck they got right there for his music and shit right now, that shit needs to go. I need to hear, I spit on the face of people that want to be cool. Carlito. So if we don't get that shit,
yeah.
if we don't get that shit, this
Fire.
theme song is for nothing. Backlash.
House show.
Question.
Let's do it.
Because it seems like they're gonna do a lot of international shows outside of Saudi Arabia. Backlash was in France. It if anything, shouts out to that France crowd.
Yeah, which is where I was going to go with this. But go ahead, finish your question.
Them and the Puerto Rican crowds are the two best crowds that I've seen in quite some time. Which crowd you think was better, France or Puerto Rico?
Man, you know what? I'll say France, right? Because they didn't have any hometown heroes there, for real. Like, it's hard to beat Damian Priest, Bad Bunny, Zelina Vega, all showing up and being part of the show. But they even, they went crazy for Rey Mysterio because he's Latin. You know what I'm saying? So there, Savio Vega was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many reasons why, like, it was just super cheat code for Puerto Rico to have the fanfare that they did. But, even though there are European and international superstars, it's never going to go up the same as when you got people that's really from like down the street, or their parents are from down the street, or they identify as being 100% Puerto Rican, even if they are American citizens. So Puerto Rico, literally, it's like CM Punk coming out in Chicago for the first time every 15 minutes. Like, that's what happened out there. You dig what I'm saying? So, France was a little different, but I'll tell you this. I'm starting to believe that all of these international shows are for that reason. I think that, domestically, the WWE is the WWE. And I want to say that probably only the American fans are complaining and having the banter that they are having online. I think every other country is absolutely in love with WWE and what the universe is providing. And I think with that, they're like, well, hey, we're going to cater to these markets. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to make sure that we do marquee shows, even if they might feel like house shows to us, the domestic American audience. I do believe that they're the fanfare and just the pomp and circumstance that the crowd creates is the real win here. The crowd was way more entertaining than the show to me, but I can't front. I don't mind saying that because I'd much rather watch wrestling fans go crazy internationally than watch wrestling fans complain domestically via the internet.
Yeah, see, we got to realize that these fans don't get the WWE in front of them often. Yeah. So being that they don't get in front of them often, when they get there, it's going to be lit.
Yeah.
So when it is lit, then this is what happens.
Yeah, and this is like Christmas and first 5 birthdays for them.
Right. Yeah. So, they are going to do everything to have a good time to possibly hijack a show. Now, I'm not saying that they hijacked the show. I'm just saying that there's definitely potential for that to happen. So when there's potential for that to happen, then, what you think you're going to get? You're going to get what you just saw. Like the way that camera was moving when they were announcing AJ Styles. Come on, man. The camera was shaking.
Yeah.
Like the camera was really just like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You can't beat that with a stick, fam. this is what you're supposed to get from a show. And that's why also, Randy Orton had said what he said. Hey, yo, I mean, love America, of course, but when we see shit like this, man, it's lit. So shouts out to the fans, and they're going to Scotland. Coming up, they're going to be going up to Scotland soon for Clash of the Castle. So I expect that to be lit, and I expect it to be lit anytime they go to a country outside of America. Excuse me. I expect it to be like that each time it happens.
Question for you in regards to all of that. Do you think that with the reaction that these obviously like other cities that are pretty large but are international, do you think just to maybe change the fanfare domestically, do you think that they either start doing smaller shows or they start staying away from a lot of the major markets that just don't show enough love? Because how do you go to Nashville, Tennessee and get that kind of crowd when you can literally go to Lyon and you can see that? Like, that crowd was so wild that title change could have happened and everything made sense. AJ could have won the belt that night, and I don't think that crowd would have reacted any other way like that. Oh, yo.
So, yeah, like I do believe that there's a chance, more than likely, for that to happen. See, historically, the WWE goes to bigger markets, and then you'll still see Raw in smaller markets. You'll still see Raw, at like, small towns in New York. It'd be small towns in Philadelphia. It'd be, Pennsylvania. It'd be like you'll see Raw in Des Moines, Iowa, and stuff like that. And I think that with Vince McMahon, you would still get a chance to see Raws or SmackDowns in some of those places. I think with TKO, however, is more of a reason to be in the majority of bigger markets only on TV and on pay-per-views, as opposed to being at these joints in smaller places. So yeah, I do think it's a potential for that to happen. And with that potential, it's more likelier than not for you to go and see Raw or just a PLE at some of these in some of these countries outside of America, as opposed to seeing them inside of America for those very reasons. If I know that I'm going to get a dope ass show from Warsaw, Poland,
Right.
and it's gonna sell out,
Yeah.
then more likely than not, I'm going to be doing a PLE or 2 or 3 at one of those spots.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Yeah, especially if you subject to hear a lot of bitching in Baltimore about how Cody match wasn't long enough, or you know what I'm saying, or just anything. Like, I think and I think American fans, they really need to take heed to this, because hey, look, I get it. I'm from the era of like, man, they going over there. Why? Like, like they should keep the wrestling shows here. But man, to see that the love that they're getting love in countries that don't even like women like that, and don't, like, you know what I'm saying, and don't really like appreciate them. You know what I mean? Like, but they going up, and they even let the women come out, fully clothed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they let them come out and enjoy the wrestling show. That, I think, that speaks to how big the shows are and the superstars are. But I mean, man, we really need to take heed. We need to really stop all that that bullshitting, bitching, and complaining, man. Hey, support what you love instead of bashing what you hate.
Yeah.
Because, man, that like you don't want to see a year where ain't no PLEs in America, but it could happen.
Yeah. Like, and the other part about it too is the money. It's the money angle. Those people are going to shell out money. So if I am TKO now, this is to me the question around when somebody else is in charge, what they deem important for the brand. Not what you deem important for the brand. It is what they deem important for the brand. And if they deem it important for the brand, then what is it? And in this case, it is the money. It is financial. So since it is financial, since it is about money, then you look and you say, all right, bet. What is important for the brand in order for us to get what we need to get? Now, in this case, what's important for the brand is to have them branch out in other places. You see more pay-per-view events for the UFC outside of America now. You see a lot of them in Brazil. You see, I think they had one in Tokyo before, and all of this. It's the extension of the brand. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a PLE in Japan. Especially when Triple H or Paul Levesque,
It's Paul Triple H Levesque officially.
It's the Paul Levesque era. My bad. It's the Paul Levesque era. But when you hear him talk about the expansion outside of America and some of these places like Japan, and some of these places being targets, then what do you expect to happen? And this is a part of being in front of these people, and they are going to do what they can to make sure that happens.
For sure.
So it is what it is at that point. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you have to understand where the business is. And by understanding where the business is, you got to understand where it's going to. And when you see more, and when you look at these crowds, when you look at these people and you see what is going on, come on, fam. What the expectation is going to be. You're going to start to see, out of all the PLEs, you're going to see at least three people. With three people. You're going to see at least three of those shows that's going to say, hey, we're going overseas and we're going to have them. Same thing is going on in MLB. They had started the season in Korea. Same thing in the NFL. You're getting more shows in it. You're getting more games in the NFL. They're going to have a game in Brazil this year, along with Germany and London. I think the Bears are going to play in London. So, you have that right there. And you have other brands that's playing games out there too. So y'all just be prepared to make trips out there like they do to us.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, as the US dollar decreases and the love is outside of the borders, I mean, hey man, just buy a passport. I already got mine. Hey, listen, not for nothing, I'll go watch the Royal Rumble in like Paris or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go to Italy for Survivor Series.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got to.
Yeah, I will go out the country, and especially now being out the country more often than not. Oh yeah. I will most definitely do that and be happy about it, and go eat some food and go chant, find out what they chant, and as long as it's good, then I'm gonna chant it too. So yeah. Also, go ahead.
I was gonna say, hey, I've already made my retirement plans out of America. I already know where I'm gonna live when I retire. And
my man said he's moving out of America when he retired.
That's super facts.
Facts. Oh man, he's moving to Belize or some shit.
Hey, we'll talk about it.
There we go. Hey man, after being out of the country to the last 2 years, I totally understand being around water and shit.
Hey man, you see how America treat old people? No, sir.
That's true.
Not me.
I wouldn't mind having a bar on the beach that people just walk up to. Cause them people, like, they ran out of jerk chicken and Grand Turk and they ain't even give a shit. We all out. Hey. About to pack up.
You know what I'm saying? It's the season, bro.
We was mad as hell. Like, yo, they say we only got one serving left of jerk chicken. Like, not
one pan.
Not one pan. One serving, fam. I ain't never heard that in my life. It's like, no, we have one serving of jerk chicken. And I was like, that's it? Like, what's a serving to you? Like, that's the other question.
Right. Because the serving to me ain't even 2 pizzas no more.
Yeah, what's a serving to you? I'm fat, fam. Like, what's a serving to you? We only have one serving of jerk chicken. Like, damn.
Oh, shoot.
The fuck does this mean? All right, man. Oh, also in business news, the WWE has reached a deal with the US with NBC Universal for Raw to continue on the channel, USA channel, until they debut at Netflix in the beginning of 2025. So you're going to see at the end of the year, you're going to see Raw on Monday, SmackDown on Friday on the USA Network. So shouts out to them getting that done. But man, Netflix is getting into the live streaming business, and they're gonna allegedly gonna be showing a NFL game.
Really?
They're gonna show an NFL game reportedly, allegedly this year.
Have they said which game?
No, not yet.
Okay,
not yet. Probably towards the end of the year. Also, oh yeah, the draft lottery is today. Wow, the draft lottery is normally on a Tuesday. Okay. But yeah, that's going on right there. But then also, you know, the Netflix thing, you know, they got live comedy shows. They had the Cat Williams joint the other day. They had the live roast of Tom Brady the other day, which was amazing.
Really? Gotta see it.
Oh, you need to see this shit. Like, I know what make you laugh, because what makes us laugh is raunchy, unadulterated, I don't give a shit comedy. When Tom Brady's ex-wife is mad.
Oh, nice.
And when Aaron Hernandez's former wife is mad.
Hey, wait. What's my man name? Is it Jeff Ross? Was Jeff Ross there? Hey.
The shit was so amazing. Now, I won't tell you the joke or what happened. All I just tell you this. Tom Brady walked up to that man and said, hey, don't say that shit again. I'll tell you why.
Damn.
But he walked up to the man and said, no, don't say that shit again.
Yeah. So Psycho Tom.
It was good enough to where Tom had to be like, hey, nah. We ain't doing this.
Yeah. You know what? It's for jokes, but
yeah. You'll be shocked and surprised why he said it.
Okay.
But he said it.
Yeah. So I got an extra day off this week. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get high and watch it.
For sure.
You're gonna have a great time.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, I know the vibe. Unfortunately, the vibes did not happen 20 years ago.
Yeah, hey man. Hey, look, man. Y'all were unsafe. Right.
Hey, all right, so let's move. Let's move on to wardrobe malfunctions. Hey, if y'all did not see SmackDown, on Friday, just know that the camera did not black out all the time.
The glow.
Yeah, and there was a wardrobe malfunction from what it seems with Naomi. And I just want to say thank you. Not being disrespectful.
You know, for sure. No.
Not being disrespectful.
Your performance was amazing.
The performance, matter of fact, that was the best match she had since she's been back, let me say this. Wardrobe malfunction aside, because shouts out to my man Ronnie Notch. Ronnie in the Discord was like, wardrobe malfunction. I started watching SmackDown late. Fam, I yelled out titty so loud that I was supposed to get in trouble. As a married man, I was supposed to get in trouble. I yelled it out too. I was like, what's that? Titty.
Hell no.
She kept fixing the shit. I was like, damn. The screen was not being blacked fast enough by Fox. Let me just say that. If a kid knew what he was looking at, he saw what I saw. With that being said, man, that match with her and Nia Jax was the best match she's had since she's been back. She may have lost that match, but I think the internet wrestling community has been kind of iffy on this return and wondering why she wasn't placed in a major light, so to speak. That's the match they was looking for. Even if you lose, make it look like it was worth something. And man, she did some stuff with Nia Jax where I got nervous. I was like, oh. Like, yo. But yeah, it was, man, an amazing match. Nia Jax took the win, but Naomi looked very, very good outside of the wardrobe malfunction in this match. So I think that was what the internet wrestling community was looking for when it comes to that. But again, shouts out. Hey, Jimmy.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? But on some real talk, though, because before her release, man, there was a lot of internet fodder about Naomi. I'm really glad at how the last, 2 years now have went for her, especially being a Black woman in wrestling.
Yep.
Everything that was said about her, via positive or negative, I think she's upped the ante and given the people more reason to love and or hate her. And if you're a hater, you're goofy, you're lame, you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? But man, I am glad to see that in everything that's happened, that she is where she is and she's doing what she's doing right now with her resume. It's super. It's a great thing to see that I think even we're not appreciating to the level in real time. I said it about Bobby Lashley, but I really, really need to triple down on that in regards to Naomi.
Yeah. Like I said, man, this is what people have been looking for. And knowing that's what people has been looking for, I'm trying to use the best way of putting this. I don't want people to AEW it.
Yeah, for sure.
And what I mean by AEW it is, what I don't want is people to be expecting people to always have to have a 5-star match. Because every time you see this shit, everybody's expecting 5-star match, 5-star match, 5-star match, 5-star match. Gotta have a 5-star match. Dave Meltzer, what is Dave Meltzer gonna say? 5-star match, 5-star match, 5-star match, 5-star match. That's not what this is about. But with that being said, that's the match that everybody was looking for. And that's the match that people are glad to have seen from her. So shouts out to them when it comes to that. Now moving on to Cody Rhodes and the title reign that has went on.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's be real, because I think First Black Champ covered this January, February, March. I want to say we did, but let's talk.
So You shared a couple of memes from people on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
One, I think it was with Bootsy, that somebody was just saying that, we're Bootsy. If this is what y'all wanted with the Cody Rhodes title change, him becoming the champion, like this is what y'all wanted.
Mm-hmm.
This is what y'all got. So, Kemp, I'm gonna ask you, man. We're 2 months past, or a month and a half past WrestleMania, where he finally got the belt. He finally got the rub. Kemp, how do you feel about this title reign so far?
It is lackluster.
Ooh.
But I want to be generous with that because I officially want to know who helps or who doesn't help with Cody's creative and his storylines. Because for me, I don't mind AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes any day of the week. I do not mind that. And it was the first time ever, right? What I do mind, though, and what I've always minded, especially in the WWE, I hate that every storyline has a Dusty angle. I hate that. That is for Cody to be the person that he is. That is just low-hanging fruit, one-trick pony, just not worth, like, it don't take bandwidth to do that. Him, and with the story that's being told by AJ Styles outside of him, there was no reason for his promo to have anything to do with Dusty. We get it, y'all. Everybody over the last 50 years knows Dusty Rhodes. And we know that everybody had a moment, a match, or a conversation with Dusty. And he loved his son. And he really liked y'all too. Cool. I didn't need y'all to open up Raw or SmackDown to let me know that. Where's the story like, fuck you and your daddy? Well, like, I don't care. I just got here. I'm 23. I don't give a shit about none of that. Like, where does that story, like, I want the belt, bro. I don't care about anything else you got going on. Fuck you. Fuck your suits. Fuck your wife. Fuck your dad. I want the belt. And I'm going to take it at Clash of Champions. Where is that storyline at? Where is just the storyline of like, yo, I'm sick of seeing your face. Like, all right, your story's over. Now you can you leave now? Like, let's get you out of here. That's why, I mean, it's just more continuation. Like, now, okay, the story is complete, but now the story has a new chapter. No, I'm sick of all that shit. Get rid of all of it.
Man, now let me just say this. I did not expect for you to go this route, but I agree. I'm so tired of his daddy being the topic of everything.
Bruh.
Dusty Rhodes is a legend.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Dusty Rhodes.
Yes.
But now we got to move on, Cody.
Yeah.
Now you have to blaze your own trail. I did not need to see that Cody Rhodes never wrestled AJ Styles, but AJ Styles wrestled his daddy.
You think, like, come on.
And to the point, you're right. I can't wait for somebody to go, I don't give a damn about your daddy. I don't give a damn about your wife. I don't give a damn about your dog. I don't give a damn about your brother. I don't give a damn about you. All I give a damn about is that title.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
Yeah. Now, listen, if this was the Attitude Era, now this is one thing about the Attitude Era. I'll give y'all this. I'm gonna toss y'all Attitude Era bomb. If this was the Attitude Era, somebody would have came through, kicked his dog, and then been like, yo, I'll see you at No Way Out. Like, he would have punted that shit like Jack Black and Anchorman. And they were like, oh my God, he kicked the dog. He kicked the dog over the bridge. And it would have been like, yo, now we got a real story on our hands because white people love animals. And then like now you pulling at the other heartstrings because we've exhausted the Dusty angle. The next person that enters a Cody Rhodes storyline and mentions Dusty, you may receive internet slander from me. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't have to have it. Quite honestly, I don't want it. At this point, I need Cody Rhodes to be Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. And each time we're talking about the family, see, here's the thing, because I know about somebody's going to say, well, what about the bloodline? The bloodline is there. That's the difference. Yeah. Dustin Rhodes is no longer with the WWE. He's in AEW doing something. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's doing something. Right. Brandy Rhodes don't wrestle or she don't ring announce, and the dog is just there.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Rikishi can pop up. Like Alpha and Sika, if they're in good health, can pop up.
Yeah.
Shit. Haku was at the goddamn Hall of Fame ceremony.
Yeah.
And his kids is now there. They could just pop up.
Yeah.
Dusty can't, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Respectfully. He can't. Hey, and also the only time the actual family angle was used the way it's used when Cody does it is when they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like we haven't heard the ancestors talk to that degree, except when it was Jay versus Roman, and it was potentially Jay versus Roman again when The Rock showed up. Like that's it. And the only other time is again because hey, my dad knew your dad is when Cody Rhodes fucking shows up talking about his dad. Hey yo, Cody Rhodes is officially the kid that's my dad, and gets his lunch taken from him.
And I'm glad that you said that. Think it's going to get to a point where I think right now we are in the minority.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now.
In the minority right now. But let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Outside of leaving everything else outside the Rhodes family alone, what do you think that Cody needs to make this title reign feel like something to you?
Cody needs to be on defense. I'm not even going to say, and when I say defense, I don't even want to say that's definitely a heel turn, even though I would be here for that. I'm just saying that just from a character dynamic set, right? If Cody gets on defense, and not the presidential campaign defense, hey, like, and what I mean by that is, hey, I know everybody wants the title just like I want the title, and you know my story is completed, but there are so many other stories in the locker room that still need. It's like, no, he needs to know that. Oh no, it's pressure. Like, monks hate me out here now, like, and now they're not afraid to show it. So now I got to make sure I'm on guard because, hey, I might get the shit slapped out of me today. Like somebody might be trying to split my head open. Somebody is about to turn it up, and all of this soft campaigning ain't gonna get it done. So I would love him to be on defense, and not knowing the potential threat that comes with it. Because right now, Cody's having a lot of friendly exhibitions from halfway supporters. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, shit, it's just like the 2018 to 2020 seasons for LeBron. It's like, yeah, he the man, and I support what he's doing, but it would be nice to beat this nigga though. It's kind of that for Cody right now.
I think Cody needs a Roman Reigns. And here's what I mean by that. It can't be Roman Reigns, but he needs a Roman Reigns type. He needs somebody to identify with. If if it's the Hatfields and McCoys and he's Hatfield, he need a McCoy. He needs a Hulk Hogan to his Macho Man. He needs a Ric Flair to his Sting. It can't be Roman Reigns. He has to have an opponent that we can identify with. And I said this before we got to this point. And this was a question that I had last year, so I'm going to ask it again. Who do you want to see Cody Rhodes with while Cody is the champ? Who do you want to see him go up against? Who do you want to see his rivalry be if it's not Roman Reigns or The Rock? Because quite honestly, it seems like that person is The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock is not a full-time competitor.
Yeah.
So who is that person? See, with Roman Reigns, we identified Cody, but we also identified Jey Uso.
Right.
So SummerSlam prepared us for Jey Uso. WrestleMania prepared us for Cody Rhodes. We can have all of this shit in the meantime. But even in the beginning, we had who? Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Who is that for Cody? Right now, Damian Priest said some shit to Jey Uso on the Raw before Backlash when he said that they're just going to be lining up foils for me to make my title reign look better, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that he said that shit. I was like,
hey, yo, I respect it. I respect
it. But I was like, oh, we put that in the notes for him to say?
Yeah, hey.
That's what happens. Like,
yo,
let's be real. Cesaro was that for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, yep. Hey, Damian Priest know who he is in that top 10.
Yeah.
He know who he is. He know he's 7'8". And he was like, but it's cool.
We're gonna build it up. We're gonna build me up. Like, but I was surprised that was said, is all I'm saying.
For sure.
That being said, that definitely feels true for Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
to that point. And I think this is why I think Roman Reigns is now getting his flowers and respect now that we were 2 weeks away. And everybody's like, yeah, yo, shout to Roman though. Like, yo, Roman Reigns did this, that, and the third. And Seth Rollins. Because now you got the two guys for the last 12 years who really been them. And they really been them no matter who came or left from the company. They got their WrestleMania moments, win and loss. They've done the work. They've built the legacies. And even though the energy around Cody was different, now when you move Seth, when you move Roman, when you move The Rock, it's like, what you about to do? And with all due respect, because we know how we feel about AJ Styles here, but wrestling AJ Styles was not the move for your first title reign, especially with there's no backstory to it. To answer your question directly, as I circle back, there's only one guy in the company right now that can get what you're saying out of Cody Rhodes and to really turn this title reign up. And it's Randy Orton. That is it. There's backstory there. There's recent history there. And Randy Orton, who I, ladies and gentlemen, have in my top 3 heels of all time, is the guy. And whether Cody turns face or turns heel because of it, he wins. Because the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, and whatever other name, the Viper, whatever Randy Orton decides to go by, when he zeroes in and he does what he do, not a face is safe. And that's what we need to see from Cody Rhodes. It's almost like we're watching the guy go on safari and he's just taking pictures of the animals and everything's so cool. He's got great shots and all that. But he don't see the lion that's 100 feet away. And the lion is about to smack that camera out your hand and try to take your leg off. That's what Cody Rhodes needs. Now, I don't know if that can happen for Damian Priest. And we can talk about him specifically later because, I love what he did there. He tried to 8 Mile himself from a wrestling standpoint, and we can talk about that if you want next. But Cody Rhodes, Cody needs to beware of the lion that he's been petting and tried to take the picture with. It's like, nah, you know what? I got a story too. And it's called being the 15, 16, and 17 time world champion. That's what my story is.
Man, I was wondering who that person could be even when I asked you that question. And you're right. It's Randy Orton.
Yeah.
There's anybody that's going to make this title run mean something, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
Let me go back to Stone Cold Steve Austin. When Stone Cold Steve Austin beat Shawn Michaels for the championship. I don't think his championship reign meant something until he wrestled Kane.
Good point.
And then went to the campaign with him and the Undertaker. I don't think the championship reign meant anything when he wrestled Dude Love.
No. Listen, I'll do you one better. Because I'm gonna piggyback off of what you're saying with this. We only got Mr. McMahon because of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like the story, the WrestleMania with Mike Tyson, it was supposed to be Austin McMahon. That was it. Shawn Michaels happened to be holding the title.
Yeah, because they knew he was done.
Yeah.
All right, well, is he going to even make the match? Shit, I don't know.
Right. And the thing is, Vince McMahon could have pulled a Vince McMahon and be like, look, I fired Shawn Michaels. I'm the champ now. And Austin, I'm going to beat your ass and fire you. That could have been the story for that WrestleMania, and we all would have bought in. Like nothing else mattered. Like Stone Cold was such a huge star and such a big name in wrestling. He ran through everybody, won back-to-back Royal Rumbles, never beat Bret Hart, but we swore that he was just greater than Bret Hart at the time. And then he is the only person that lost his way to the world title. And there was nobody else for him to face. So your point, they had to bring in a whole new character, specifically build him with Austin, and Kane had never not been over since.
And he lost the belt. He lost the belt in a First Blood match.
Yeah.
And he was like, let me go get this shit back.
Yeah.
The next night.
Strongest loss in the First Blood match ever.
Yeah. So I'll for those who might not understand, let's do a brief history of champions that we remember in the WWF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do them all.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just pause because it would be a lot. But when Macho Man won the championship, he was put in fuse with damn near everybody Hulk Hogan was into it with.
Mm-hmm.
Andre the Giant, Ted DiBiase, Bad News Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And my man was on Saturday Night's Main Event having matches with some of these people, and it made it larger than life. It made the championship mean something. But in the back of our mind, we already knew that they're more likely headed to Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man. We got to give you something. We got to give you threats.
Yeah.
Until we get to the big boss.
Yeah.
In this situation. When Ric Flair got the championship, Macho Man. When Bret Hart got that belt, we got Virgil.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Let's talk.
Hey, we got Razor Ramon. And nothing against Razor Ramon. The Razor Ramon he wrestled as a heel probably should have been a massive heel.
Yeah.
But he had that match at the Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels before Shawn Michaels became Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And it was a champion versus champion match, which I will get to in a little bit because I hate champion versus champion matches. I like winner take all matches. I hate that. We'll get into that in a little bit. When The Rock, even before The Rock won the championship, he started wrestling Kane and The Undertaker. I think he wrestled them in like succession, in the same like in succession.
Like in two in your houses, yeah.
Not even two. It's like Raw.
Oh, like in the first hour, but then by the second hour.
Yeah, like before that Survivor Series Deadly Game, I think it was like 1 week he wrestled The Undertaker in the Adidas strap pants, and he wrestled Kane too. And that's when I said, yo, The Rock about to win it. Folks was like, what makes you think that? Look who he is wrestling to get to that point. Oh, he gonna win it. I just didn't think he was gonna turn heel and winning it. Yeah. And then he had to go through Mankind, even like Triple H. Triple H had those championship rings, but even Triple H will tell you, hey man, shit got real when I wrestled Mick Foley at the Royal Rumble 2000. That got me over.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes needs somebody to help him get over as the champion now.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think we have that. AJ Styles and Logan Paul ain't that. I think you're right. Randy Orton is the feud that he needs to say, all right, man, this dude is a legit threat. Logan Paul is not a legit threat to the title.
Yeah.
Unless you Sergeant Slaughter this shit and you shock us all.
Yeah.
Logan Paul or AJ Styles are not threats to win. You have to make us suspend belief and say, man, oh no.
You said something super important that I hope wrestling fans understand. When you said Cody needs somebody to get him over as the champion. Because we live in a time where a lot of people's remedy for any superstar is, oh, put the belt on them. But it's like, but now what though? Because you can't have just regular matches as the champ. Speaking to your Logan Paul point, while like you don't go through the 2-year long story with Cody Rhodes for him to win the belt at WrestleMania, for him to lose the belt to Logan Paul. Now, on the flip though, Logan Paul beating Damian Priest makes a lot of sense because he's out of here in that scenario. Right now, the WWE is tasked with the responsibility of proving why everything we heard about Cody Rhodes for the last 2 years and some change is worth it. And right now, we just not there yet. So yeah, insert Randy Orton pause, because he is the only guy on either roster right now that can make that legitimate claim of like, yo, you not over as the champ until we do what we got to do and we handle this piece of business here.
And right now, just looking at the roster, the only person that I see as a legitimate threat or can make you believe He's a legitimate threat. It's who you said. It's Randy Orton. And you also add that to the fact that I don't like face Randy Orton. I don't like Randy. I don't like signing autographs, Randy Orton, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, yo, who signed up for Randy Orton? Happy to be here, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's like nah, man. If you gonna kick somebody in the head,
yeah, just punch the shit out of a face. Y'all on the same show?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't like this shit.
Yeah.
RKO somebody and make somebody boo you.
Yeah. Straight up.
Go RKO Cody Rhodes and then just stare at him as SmackDown go off the air. Matter of fact, do it at the King of the Ring. Do it when we're gonna wait.
Okay.
We're gonna wait. Yeah, we're gonna wait. Because I already see some King of the Ring shit that's gonna happen potentially. That's going to give us a spectacular RKO possibly that I don't want. I want what you suggested. I want what you suggested. I don't want I don't want a spectacular RKO. I don't want to do that, y'all. I don't want to do that. So I'll give you my prediction though.
Okay.
This is not a guarantee.
Okay.
But I think this is what's gonna happen. Because we already seen it with The Rock and how WrestleMania went. I think if Cody Rhodes does not have a true dance partner to be a threat for this that you can consistently see on TV, I think the crowd is going to turn against him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Homelander. We're going to get Homelander Cody. He's going to be the champion who feels like everything he's doing is for the people. And y'all don't know what's best for y'all. But I do. And I'm going to destroy all of these people to show you all that that's what it's supposed to be. I understand what we saw with The Rock final boss and all of that shit. But as we know, stories change. And I still believe that we're getting Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 41. We're going to get that shit.
Yeah.
We're going to find out that The Rock was all alone behind the changes with the bloodline. And Roman's going to be, and then you're going to get the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos. No later than WrestleMania, you're going to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas.
Right.
But who is Cody Rhodes going to wrestle if he's the champ at that time?
Right.
It's going to be very important that you grow somebody for that. And that right there better be Gunther. Let me just let it be known now. That motherfucker better be Gunther. If that were to happen, I need Gunther versus Cody at WrestleMania. I need The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I need the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos at WrestleMania. That's what the fuck I need, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Just letting y'all know right now. That's what the fuck I need.
But you're not wrong, though.
Right. Now, but I also don't want Gunther to be a face either.
Yeah.
So, or maybe Gunther face, but I'm still whooping everybody ass works. I don't know. All I say is this. Because also you want Homelander the American going up against the massive European heel. So either way it works. All I'm saying is that at a certain point, when people start to turn against Cody, Cody needs to make a character change. And that character change needs to be more similar to Homelander. Fam, I am the leader of this shit. Y'all appointed me this. I'm defending you. He needs to look at Kurt Angle tapes and double down.
Yeah.
When people start to turn against him.
Man, so I like what you're saying. The Cody Rock thing is going to work. If they don't pull the trigger on anything, Randy Orton, if they don't, The Rock is the perfect person to turn him heel. Let's not forget how this year started. We started this year, 2024, with people loving The Rock. They just didn't like the decision that was being made for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that's where the final boss character comes in, right?
They didn't start booing him until he damn near killed Cody.
Exactly. So now, but even we seen night one WrestleMania. Again, blackest WrestleMania crowd we'll probably ever see this millennium, right? But the fact of the matter is, though, in Philadelphia, that crowd saw The Rock standing over Cody and they were cheering. So to me, and he's supposed to be a heel, he's the final boss right there. To me, bang, this is all that literally needs to happen. Cody just needs to beat The Rock, and people will call bullshit. And that will be enough. Like if they're not gonna pull the trigger on Randy versus Cody Rhodes, literally this summer, they could everything that you said about him really being behind the all the changes to the bloodline. He the high chief, he the tribal chief, he the final boss, he all of that. That crowd, because they can't help it, they literally cannot help it. They're going to cheer The Rock. Like it's just what they're gonna do. But Cody's gonna go over on The Rock. And that does two things at one time. Because right now, The Rock should beat Cody for the title. But The Rock does not want to be a full-time wrestling champion. The Rock doesn't want to be a part-time wrestling champion. He don't want the Undertaker schedule. He don't want the Brock Lesnar schedule. He don't want the Roman Reigns schedule. So literally, all you got to do is put The Rock back out there now that Cody is the champ and let Cody beat him. That crowd is going to turn like 37-day milk. And it is going to get bad. And that's all he needs. Now, Gunther will be cheered by circumstance, but again, we're doing that anyway. I know the pop was the pop at WrestleMania, but to be real, we don't hate Gunther either. And the more he come out with his tailor suits and his loafers with no-show socks, and he just talk about how he just better than the other people around and how he about to beat them like vagrants in alleyways, it's up. Like it don't matter. So that's going to be a perfect foil if that's the route, because I do think that he's taking the title off of Damian Priest. Spoiler alert, that is my guarantee when we get to that. So, but that's what Cody needs. Cody has been billed as box office, so now only other box office matches will do, but we have to frame them like they are indeed box office. AJ was box office. They did not bill him that way. That's why we feel the way we do right now. And
it was so quick. If anything, I saw more about him not being able to do some of the moves he used to do as opposed to what he can do right now, even though that is still AJ Styles. So we got that right there. All right, now moving along, let's actually start talking about the king and queen of the ring. And talk about the championship match that was announced on Friday on SmackDown. So Logan Paul will be Cody Rhodes' next opponent. How do you feel about that?
It's lose-lose. Neither of them need this match right now. It's gonna and I get it under the act of Logan Paul being an attraction and Logan Paul getting the crowd going, but they don't need this match right now for either one of them. I don't think, no matter how the match looks, no matter how many stars y'all give it, you can't tell me the victory that comes in Logan Paul losing to Cody Rhodes or Cody Rhodes in title match 2 beating Logan Paul.
Okay. I agree. And as I said a little bit earlier, I hate champion versus champion matches. I think what's the fucking point? What somebody tell me what's the point of a champion versus champion match when only one belt is on the line.
Yeah. Right.
I always hated it. I hated it when they did it with Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. I know Bret Hart's gonna win. He's in the Continental Champion. No, like, wait a minute, what? Y'all, wait, what? Y'all mean it? Nah, I hate it with a passion. I think it's dumb. I think it's worthless. I think it's for what?
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody's gonna have to tell me for what, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's no point in this match for me if there is not anything on the line for both people.
Yeah.
And the thing is the best part of this, the best part about this is my whole thought about this. Let's go back to WrestleMania, what, 6?
6. Okay, yeah.
WrestleMania 6, Skydome, Toronto, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason why a lot of people thought Hulk Hogan was going to win that match is because they didn't see Hulk Hogan. The Ultimate Warrior. Let me rephrase that. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons why they felt like the Ultimate Warrior was going to win that match is because, I don't see Hulk Hogan with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. Hey, like 9 or 10-year-old me wouldn't have understood that. But like even 28-year-old, I was like, wait, Hogan gonna carry the Intercontinental title and the world title.
Yeah, like what?
It's like, nah.
Hulk Hogan nah. Hulk Hogan not winning that. It makes more sense for what? The Ultimate Warrior to win that match. Who won the match? The Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. Hulk Hogan went on a break after that.
Yeah.
And that's what's the sense that it makes. Yeah, now, let's fast forward this to a couple of years ago. This is also why we was like, man, John Cena is the United States champion. Seth Rollins is the world champion. Oh, John Cena gonna win this shit. And guess what happened? We were surprised.
Yeah.
We was like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, what? So Seth Rollins not only beat John Cena, but now he's the United States champion too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
That caught 95% of fans by surprise.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What are you saying? This is what you, wow.
Yeah, because I want to say, I had never seen that anywhere.
No.
Before they did it, I was like, yo, Seth Rollins the fucking man.
Like the Seth Rollins, that to me got Seth Rollins over more than the WrestleMania joint.
Good. Talking about the RKO?
Yes. No. Oh. The cash in.
Oh, the high school.
It got him over more than the cash in, because that let you know that shit, the champ out here taking everybody's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't playing. He's not for play. He's taking
that was
everybody's shit.
That was the same year that him and Brock Lesnar wrestled that summer, and he walked up and just threw the belt in his face.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Seth Rollins is on 10 trillion right now.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is out here not, he's taking everybody's shit.
Yeah.
And for me, that's why it being winner take all is important.
For sure.
Because of that match right there. Oh man, you mean to tell me that there's a legit chance that Logan Paul could? There's not a chance to me that Logan Paul is going to win this, because it wasn't a chance that Logan Paul was going to be Roman Reigns. So why would it be a chance now? Here's the caveat here: Saudi Arabia and loves Prime and loves Logan Paul.
Yeah, true.
He's the new Goldberg. And y'all got Goldberg on the contract. Oh, you got to put him against somebody. I don't give a fuck what he does. That music got to play. So maybe Logan Paul is the new Goldberg here. Yeah. At any time that they're in Saudi Arabia, we got to put him in a prime thing. But we've already saw this, because Roman Reigns went up against Logan Paul at Saudi Mania, 5?
Yeah.
And it was a great match. It was one of the best matches of the year. And not saying that Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul is not going to be a fire match, because goddamn it, it's going to be a fire match. The problem here is we already saw fire match in Saudi Arabia for the title.
Yeah.
With Logan Paul in it.
Yeah.
So to give me some shit that I have not seen, this is why you put both titles on the line. And if Cody Rhodes win, this is a great way to get the belt off of Logan Paul and still make him look strong.
Yeah.
And then you have a United States Heavyweight Championship tournament on SmackDown throughout the summer. And then we have at the next PLE, we have ourselves the title match between let's say Solo versus Kevin Owens. And then Solo is now your United States champion. Now he says that I'm a champ. I'm at the head of one of these goddamn tables.
Exactly. Hey, listen, I'm the only major title holder that we got right now. As far as this company goes. So yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
it's just me and the people's champ, bro. That's
right.
It.
That's it. Now, to that point, I don't know if this has been confirmed or not. But Cody Rhodes, if you look on his Twitter, I believe that it's pinned. It says for all of the gold. That has the WWE tweet. Not in now, matter of fact, it's not the Universal Championship, by the way, no more. It is the undisputed, it's the WWE champion, and then there's the undisputed WWE champion. So it's like he the champ. They acknowledge that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
The undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, go head to head with United States champion Logan Paul in the champion versus champion match at WWE King and Queen of the Ring. Cody Rhodes quotes it and says, for all the gold that's open-ended, it needs to say for both belts, Cody, for both straps, for both titles, something. For all the gold, it still insinuates that the most important one is the one that's on the line. But AG, it needs to be for both belts in order for me to truly care. That's just me.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Who should be Damian Priest's next opponent, though?
Man, so for Damian Priest, unfortunately, it's gonna be like an LWO member or something, some BS like that. But
it's gonna be Dragon Lee.
Yeah. But they're gearing up. They're gearing up for Finn or Andrade, though. That's who I see being next. And I think that, I don't know. Obviously, I had very high hopes for Damian Priest in this title run, and it is just getting started. I don't think he's doing a bad job, but I don't think they're doing the job to make it look better just based on who they have on Raw. But hey, again, my guarantee is that none of it even matters, because I got Gunther being the world heavyweight champion by SummerSlam. I think that a good 90-day run out of Damian Priest just for the litmus test, because again, he's earned it. I think, again, 2023, there was no better wrestler to be than Damian Priest last year on a lot of different levels. And I don't think this first title run, notice how I'm saying first title run, is going to hurt him at all. I think this is just a matter of, you know what, maybe we didn't strike when the iron was at its hottest. and some other people have emerged in this process. But one thing is for sure, with the champions that they have now, I think even the WWE is realizing that, man, you know what? The 3 champions that we had, and those 3 being Roman, Seth, and Gunther, nah, they really did that shit. And maybe, just maybe, we need one of them back for sure. And who's the healthiest? Who's the youngest? And who is the most dominant on the out? Gunther. And the King of the Ring is beneath him. I'm sorry. He was just the Intercontinental Champ for 666 days. He don't now need to win the King of the Ring.
So, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
I'm glad that you said that. I could just tie this in with what I was going to bring up next anyway. Mm-hmm. Should the winner of the King of the Ring get a title shot like back in the day?
Yes. I do believe that. Yeah.
So I don't believe. All right, let me just say this. I don't think that we need to have pomp and circumstances, crown on the head. I don't think we need King Booker. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need King Xavier Woods and all of that stuff. I think we could just do with King of the Ring winner Gunther.
Okay.
I agree with you. I believe that the winner of the King of the Ring should get a title shot at SummerSlam. Bring that shit back. If that's the case, Gunther versus Damian Priest at SummerSlam, or whoever the champion is at SummerSlam, because the next PLE after that is Bash in Berlin.
Oh. Okay.
And the PLE after King and Queen of the Ring is Clash at the Castle. I don't think we need Gunther to win in Scotland. I think Gunther winning at Berlin makes total sense, considering the name, even though he's from Austria. Yeah. But I do believe that this is why I'm not throwing any predictions out there. But I can see Gunther winning the King of the Ring and cashing in as King of the Ring at SummerSlam and becoming the number 1 contender for the Raw World Championship. And that's when you will get him versus Damian Priest, and him defeating Damian Priest going into Berlin as the champ. Not winning it at the PLE, but going into it being celebrated as the champion.
To participate in Slow Walking the Dog, I do want to say that when Raw started and they announced the King and Queen of the Ring, I literally thought Finn Balor was winning this. And even when I seen his first match with Drew McIntyre, I was like, no, Finn Balor's winning this. there was something about me. I was just like, nah, the prince becoming the king, the demon, it's all of it made so much sense. Then they about to do the international dates. I was like, no, Finn Balor's gonna win the King of the Ring, and that's gonna be his thing, right? Him and Damian Priest, they lose both titles at WrestleMania. He goes on. Damian goes on to win the world title. He's now the King of the Ring. So now the Judgment Day still running shit, even though Rhea Ripley's not around. But now with that loss, I was like, okay, so at least y'all confirming the breakup, and it's gonna look nastier than I thought it was gonna look. And hey, look, and what a better time, and what a great time, I should say, for Judgment Day to break up, because hey, mommy's not home. So hey, look, mommy leaves, faction goes to shit. It makes perfect sense.
And Damian Priest is telling everybody any chance he get that he don't need them.
Yeah, hey, right. It's like, hey, yo, now that Rhea ain't here, bro, I don't even. It's like, what are you doing? Leave, bro.
I'm gonna jump into the first round that happened on Raw, SmackDown, and this weekend. At this weekend at WWE live events. So Gunther defeated Sheamus in a dope ass match. He awaits the winner between Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio. Doesn't even matter at that time, right?
Squash pending.
Pending. Ilya Dragunov defeated Ricochet in another dope match. First of all, I don't know when Gunther and Ilya Dragunov has never had a bad match on TV.
Yeah.
Let me just say that. And the streets deserve. Let me just say this right now. Mm-hmm. I know Jey Uso, who defeated Finn Balor, is going to be going up against Dragunov.
Yeah.
And we love Jey Uso.
Yeah.
But the streets needs Dragunov Gunther again. Streets need it.
Hey.
Streets need it.
And everything that I spoke about NXT stories rehashing themselves on Raw and spots. As I looked at this, I was like, just when I thought Jey Uso now might win this, I was like, oh, wait, that's the bracket? I was like, wait, that's the bracket? Nah.
Even you on this one got to be like, nah, streets need this one. This needs to be on TV.
Yeah, hey, look, you got me. You got me. Because I was like, come on, Jay. I was like, Jay, they keep doing this to you. They keep doing this. They keep like, because you main event Jey Uso, but who all over there?
Boy.
Like you main event, but who all over there though?
If we don't get Gunther versus Dragunov, what, 5 or 4?
Yeah, it could be 15.
It could be 15. It don't matter. If we don't get that on May 20th Raw, I am boycotting the rest of this shit. I'm boycotting. There's no way that's not your semifinal match. Man. And there's no way that's not the main event of that episode of Raw. You go ahead and pencil that shit down.
Yeah.
That's your main event.
Yeah.
Get that ready. Tell them to get their body ready, because you about to beat each other asses before you go up against Randy Orton, Mello, LA Knight, or Tama. Just get that shit out the way.
Yeah, man.
Get that shit out the way.
It ain't that many phones in the arena that make me think it should be a different outcome. I'm sorry, Jay. Sorry, bro.
Jay. We just got to figure out who's going to be the person that make you lose this match.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna say, unless y'all trying to turn Jay heel,
right?
You know what to do here.
You know what to do here. All right, y'all know what to do here. Dragunov, just get your body ready, because you and Gunther about to show out May 20th. Out. But we got Jey Uso defeating Finn Balor. AJ Styles, Randy Orton. Randy Orton went ahead and took that one home. Mm-hmm. A face Baron Corbin was defeated by Mello Hayes. So we get what we expect to get. Is a dope ass RKO moment that I don't want to see.
For sure.
I don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Quite honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I want Randy Orton to lose. I do. I want him to lose. Not because Mello is black, because everybody know that this is a Randy Orton stand podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But we told y'all at the beginning of the show who we want Randy Orton to start wrestling.
Yeah.
Just go straight to just get ready to punt Cody Rhodes after he defeats Logan Paul, y'all.
Yeah, man.
LA Knight defeated Santos Escobar, and Angelo Dawkins taking over for Bobby Lashley was defeated by Tama Tonga. Mm-hmm. So now our semifinals, our quarterfinals, is Gunther versus whoever. Mm-hmm. Dragunov versus Jey Uso. Randy Orton versus Mello, and LA Knight versus Tama Tonga. So to us, the SmackDown side is the one that has questions.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds like we agree we need Mello to go over on Orton.
Yeah. Because anything to get Randy in the direct fire of Cody Rhodes, I'm with it. Because again, now I said Gunther don't need to be king of the ring. Randy Orton really don't need to be king of the ring.
We don't need
come on, dog. We should have did this in 01.
Yeah. You need this with the sparkles in the back, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
No matter, wait a minute. Didn't Randy Orton win the king of the ring?
Oh man, you know what? He might have. Wait, no, because he was already the world champ. Or wait?
Wasn't he like the last? Was he like the last person to win the King of the Ring before they changed it?
Man, you know what? You might be right.
Let
I
me
don't
make
know.
sure.
I feel like
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because I was trying to like, why did he go up against Chris Benoit?
Oh yeah, I know it wasn't King of the Ring.
It wasn't King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Whatever. I was thinking maybe I tweaked. But
Yeah,
no. That's all good. And realizing that Baron Corbin is also a recent King of the Ring winner because it's been so long since they did it. He won it in 2019. Is like it's wild and thinking about too. But either way, go. All right, so we move on from that. LA Knight versus Tama Tonga.
Yeah,
is interesting too.
Yeah, I'm curious on that because I won't lie. Obviously, I have a lot at stake here because I sung the praises of LA Knight, and now he winning here and there.
Yeah,
he still ain't winning shit that matter. So, and with everything about him being the Attitude Era throwback, with him being this mashup of Austin and Rock, I was like, oh, so is this the launch pad for him to be the King of the Ring? But it's like LA Knight going over Gunther. Come on, hey, look,
LA Knight going over Randy Orton.
But the reason why that's more believable is because technically Randy Orton's been getting them over for about 5 months anyway.
That's true.
Like that's like Gunther LA Knight is an isolated incident, and you're like, wait, what?
So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Because it's winner of Gunther versus Dragunov is going to the finals.
That's how I feel.
On the Raw side.
That's how I
feel. So let's say it's Gunther.
Okay.
You rather Gunther go up against Orton or LA Knight?
Ooh, you know what? For what it means for both of them, honestly, I'm still going to say LA Knight. Because again, hey, look, Randy Orton, even though, I mean, again, see, Gunther is one of the few people that don't need Randy Orton, but also might hurt him really bad on accident. He might hurt him real bad on accident. And I know he won't mean it. He's going to apologize. But I'm all about the future, though. Even if the future happens to be my age. Look, LA Knight needs to have 90 days where he's unbeatable. Or he's officially Val Venus.
So this is where JR Bang storyline shit comes to fruition. As y'all heard me early in the show, I said it should be winner take all.
Yeah.
And in winner take all, Cody Rhodes wins. It's a clean way of getting the belt off of Logan Paul. Logan Paul can lose the belt and then go chill out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Go think he's getting married soon or some shit like that. Or, you know, he could go do whatever. Go watch his brother fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But then if you have a United States Championship tournament, that's how LA Knight gets the belt.
And I'm here for that.
But I don't want to see LA Knight go up against Gunther. Hell the fuck no. I want Gunther versus Randy Orton. That's the big look, hey, if we talking about Gunther in the way that we talking about, the last time Randy Orton went against a super heavyweight and put that super heavyweight over so massively is when Randy Orton lost to Mark Henry clean.
Yeah.
Go back and look at when Mark Henry pinned him with world's strongest slam.
Yeah.
And look at all of the white people in the crowd go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. That was when, that's when wrestling got too real for a lot of them that night.
And then they was like, wait a minute. Oh, but it's Mark Henry. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, this is my shit. Just y'all ass up. That's why I want Gunther versus Randall Keith Orton.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, Gunther can call his shot.
That's true.
At SummerSlam, whoever is the WWE World Champion, I want you at SummerSlam, knowing that he's already stated that he wants to go into Clash of the Castle, the champion, not win it there. He wants to go in as a champion. So I'm calling my shot right now. Whoever is the champion at that time, I want you. Then Randy Orton can be a little bit pissed, mad and upset that he lost to Gunther.
Yeah.
And Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul, the end of the night, and Cody Rhodes win. Michael, what the? And the crowd is just in shock. And Randall Keith Orton RKO's Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody Rhodes is down there on the mat, knocked out. And Randall Keith Orton, and the stare in his eyes, there's no life there. That shit's back. And then on SmackDown that Friday, Randall Keith like, man, I've been bullshitting since I've been back. I've been being friends with people that I don't even supposed to be friends with. I don't have friends. Cody, I want what's rightfully mine. Mm-hmm. I want to make history. All of that shit. Yeah. And then you have a couple of main event matches at these next couple of PLEs. Get the SummerSlam. Yeah. That's what we want, y'all.
Yeah.
I just gave y'all the lick. Yeah. Paul, at the end of King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. Hey. And the only Dusty angle I want to see is Randy flashing back to the day he slapped Dusty in front of Cody and he ain't do shit.
He ain't do shit.
He was like, your old man. Everybody's showing so much respect for your old man. This is how I treat your old man.
Let Damian Priest lose that WWE World Championship match. We'll let him win that match against Damian Priest and bring that belt over to Clash of the Castle. Mm-hmm. And let's start planting the seeds for Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes and have somebody that we're actually scared of that Cody can lose to.
Yeah.
That's what I want, y'all.
Yeah.
And then when Gunther is the world, see, they got to fix these belt names and shit too. You can't be undisputed WWE champion and WWE champion. Like, it ain't got to be Universal.
Yeah.
But give this motherfucker another name, something.
Yeah. That's the problem with combining two belts to one, but then needing another belt.
Yeah. Now,
obviously you're undisputed. You're the champ. Yeah, nobody's beat you. Of course.
Now, hear me out here. See, here's how Bang keeps this going, y'all. Because by this time we get Homelander Cody. Because by this time, because folks gonna love Randall Keith, y'all. So by this time, Randall Keith is getting loved while Cody is getting a little bit cheers and boos here. Mm-hmm. And he defeats Randy Orton. He gets that out the way. Let's look forward to some Survivor Series. What do we normally get at Survivor Series? Raw versus SmackDown, right? Mm-hmm. What did Cody said that he eventually wanted to do? I want both of these belts. I want to combine these belts. Mm-hmm. If y'all making these names and shit similar, that means by Survivor Series, there should be a winner-take-all match for the WWE and Undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and Gunther.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Just gave y'all to the fall. Like, I just gave y'all some
You know
storyline
what I'm saying? Hey.
The goddamn fall. That's where you have your Rocky versus Drago, your David versus the Goliath, your match that should have happened after the fucking Royal Rumble, where it was one of the greatest last two Royal Rumble matches ever. Where you really could look at Gunther at that moment and be like, well, I wouldn't be mad at this.
No, facts. Hey, creative, we don't want to hear how it was nothing there. Mm-hmm. It's right. It's literally right there.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. We need Gunther versus Cody at Survivor Series for all of the marbles. We need Cody versus Randy Orton for the summer, spring to the summer. Get us through May, June, July, leading to August for the final joint. And then from there, we need Gunther to get the belt from Damian Priest. Because as much as I like Damian Priest, and then I see they trying to put him over.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And all that shit. They're giving us the vignettes and all that shit. Thank you for giving us what you got us with Bad Bunny, fam. That's where you got this belt. It's a big ass thank you, as you said a while ago. So that's your thank you. Now we're putting this belt on Gunther, and we're about to blast this bitch off to outer space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all we need, y'all. Let's go with these matches. Now, I think we've already named from the male side a match that we want to see.
Yeah.
Dragunov versus Gunther. Pencil that shit in for May 20th Raw. I'll be drunk, getting ready to celebrate year 42.
Yeah. Countdown on.
There we go. On the women's side, however, the lineup is Selena Vega versus Shayna Baszler. That's going to happen at the live event this weekend. Io Sky defeated Natalya, so she's in the quarterfinals. Lyra Valkyria defeated Dakota Kai, so she's in, along with Zoe Stark, who defeated Ivy Nile. Naomi, like I said, in the wardrobe malfunction match, lost to Nia Jax. Jade Cargill defeated Piper Niven. So we get the match from the Royal Rumble that a lot of people want to see at WrestleMania too. Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. And Tiffany Stratton defeated Michin. And Bianca Belair, of course, defeated Candice LeRae. So, do we want to see Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair?
Well, I don't. I want to throw it out there now. Some of y'all, and I'm not putting you in there, y'all do. Like right now. Shoot, y'all wanted 3 months ago, but I don't. Also, I just want to say this. They could have just left Queen of the Ring exclusively on SmackDown. Nobody in that Raw bracket was ever winning this shit. Nobody. Like, Io Sky is the only name you could throw out there as a maybe, and she is going to get whopped by whoever comes out of this SmackDown bracket. This literally is it was a 7-person decision, basically, with Naomi being the 7. So like, now me personally, because I already see the tide turning on Jade Cargill and seeing this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. She gonna show up. She gonna be swole. She gonna be sexy. But y'all like letting all that AEW match hype, you let it gas your own conscious thought. And it's not that she's not going to be great or she has the potential to be great, because she will. It's just way too soon. So I think really, even though the people want it, they're not going to get it.
Great tease, though. It's a great tease.
Absolutely. And I think that they're going to help each other out in their losses. like be there to console one another in the loss. That's what I see happening.
So you think both of them are going to lose?
Yeah, man. Listen, because I know that the tag champs, and I know the tag champs don't matter, but that's because whatever they doing with them, right? I know, I get it, but no. This is Nia versus Tiffany, and it don't matter which one of them win it because they both got a viable claim. Somebody's got to come up now that Rhea Ripley is out, and now that and Charlotte Flair is still out, and now that Bayley's a face, and Becky Lynch is just not who she was. Somebody else has to come up. We already know who Bianca Belair is. And even though her being Queen of the Ring would be dope. The last winner was Selena Vega. Like,
ain't do shit with it either.
Yeah.
Not her fault. Not her fault.
No, it wasn't, because she had she was actually on pace for a nice run. It was a good character. She actually did everything I thought Xavier Woods was going to do with his run. So I don't know why it fell flat. Maybe just the TV ratings was just like, nah, do something else. But yeah, all I see is the tag champs helping put over the two young ladies that need to have or are having breakout years in the wrestling business. Jade going over on Nia is insane right now. It's insane. All right. Give her spot to make her look strong and let her pose. And then Nia can go ahead and beat her ass and get her up out the paint.
I agree with you to a point on the Raw side. The Raw side seems to be the Shayna Baszler Invitational. And because her nickname is the Queen of Spades, it lends to what I don't feel like we should have to classify, but an upset over Tiffany Stratton or Nia Jax. I also feel like Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler works because the last time we saw Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler was beating her ass before she came back.
Exactly.
So them two being the finals makes perfect sense. I also is looking at Tiffany Stratton and saying, boy, if you put the queen by her name, oh my God.
Yeah. Out of here.
She is.
Yeah. Hey, and then especially if Shayna Baszler come out there looking like the next Karate Kid, get this ugly bitch out of here. And like, yo, Tiffany Stratton's gonna go crazy. She gonna go crazy. That's what, hey, look, hey, listen. And this is for all the white males 18 to 34. If this tournament comes down to Tiffany Stratton versus Shayna Baszler, I just want to see them react. I just want to see white guys react. That's it. That's the real match. Hey, listen, because white boys is mean, right?
Yeah.
So if it's Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler, they'll be like, I don't give a shit. But no way the big girl's gonna lose. But if you put Tiffany Stratton against Shayna Baszler, and there's 1,000 white men in the room or more, they're gonna be like, yo, we want the hot chick to win.
Yeah.
Fuck this expletive here. We want Tiffany Stratton to win. That's my metrics. That's my expert sources. White men 18 to 34 do not want to see Shayna Baszler going over on Tiffany Stratton. It's just not gonna happen now.
Man. I ain't even gotta go white man 18 to 34. Of course, white man 18 to 34 want Tiffany Stratton to win. I just think it's too early. And
really?
I think it's just a tad too early. And Nia Jax deserves something.
For sure. Now I am with you there. So we are in agreement. Nia Tiffany is the Queen of the Ring. Whoever wins Nia Tiffany is the Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, we are in agreement, and Shayna Baszler is going to be in a position to put that person over.
Nice.
Like, because it's not going to be a situation where Shayna Baszler is going to. Damn, I feel bad in saying this. Be Natalya.
Yeah, hey.
I think Shayna Baszler is going to put up Lyra Valkyria. Because they clearly have some plans for her too. So they're going to be able to put her over and make her look strong in a loss. But also, and honestly, I would not be surprised if she is in the main event. I would not be surprised if Lyra Valkyria is in the main event of this Queen and King of the Ring shit. I would not be surprised if she's in the final. And I would be surprised if she wins, but I would not be surprised if she is in the final. But I do think that this is Nia Jax to lose.
Yeah.
Also because mainly she deserves it. She's been awesome since she's gotten back. Only thing is that Tiffany Stratton, she don't need it. Let me just say it. The other part too. Tiffany Stratton don't need the Queen in the Ring. I think it is deserved for Nia Jax. Tiffany Stratton don't need it. And I would not be shocked or surprised if, let's say, Naomi cost her that, just to be on the situation like, hey, cuz.
On some bloodline layer stuff.
Hey, cuz, I got you. So it seems like we are in agreement in this one. We would love to see Gunther and Nia Jax win this shit.
Yeah. Based on how I look at the brackets, I'm like, okay. And since my pick, Finn Balor, like just on site was just like wrong. Yeah, those are my two. And it makes perfect sense for everything that we've saw over the last 8 to 12 months. Shoot.
Now we'll give our predictions next week, and we will see if the people that we think should win it is our prediction to win.
Yeah.
Two different things.
They'll be in it by the time we come back.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, Gorillas of Destiny, for those who don't know who the Gorillas of Destiny is and really don't know the history of the Bullet Club. That's the other part about this is WWE is going full Bullet Club. It feels like when it comes to this. Well, I won't say full Bullet Club, but I mean, hey, we got
they got all the members that we give a fuck about.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, they got. Yeah.
I love.
Except for Jay White. Except for Jay White. Jay White, you
one.
belong in front of the good camera.
But listen, I just want to say again, shout out to Paul Levesque. Hey, shout out to Paul Levesque. This is long form storytelling to me. I'm trying to tell you, he was like, yo, I said years ago on this platform, the First Black Champ podcast, he don't like everybody too sweeting out there. And he slowly but sure signed all the people that he do. So look, with the exception of maybe Jay White, he signed everybody that can click up. All right. Like that's what Paul has done here. Sorry, Bucks. You're not it. I guess Jim Cornette's still right.
Damn. But Tama Tonga and Tangaloa are now both with the bloodline. Now, Tonga debuted on Backlash. And for those who are stuck only on WWE, you remember Tangaloa as Camacho. You know, as a Cholo.
He
was a Cholo. but he was Samoan. But like we got to come up with a list of Samoans who wasn't Samoan in their runs in the WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm still mad at the WWE for making me think that Yokozuna was actually Japanese.
Oh, man. Same.
Like we're going to have an episode of unforgivable acts by the WWE.
Hey, and not for nothing. And I know I should have known by the name, but when Rikishi Fatu was in LA, I really thought he was Puerto Rican. I thought because like I associated Latins with gangs in California, so I really did thought he was a Latin individual.
Yeah, he said he was from the mean streets of San Francisco, and he got shot.
Yeah,
like he got shot, and but now he's trying to make a difference. We forgot all about the head shrinkers.
Yeah,
it's like yo. This motherfucker got a whole new suit on.
I forgot him and his nationality when they did that.
Yeah. And Rikishi's rapping now. You heard the rap songs from Rikishi?
I've been hearing updates.
He been hearing updates. He ain't heard shit. Just hearing updates.
If y'all think I am a music rap nerd, bro. I am not taking out time to listen to him diss Terry Bollea. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I heard somebody, matter of fact, shout out to my man LP. It was you. I blame you. He sent me a dude doing the lyrical breakdown of Rikishi dissing Hulk Hogan. And I'm like, nah. Like, bro, hey, sorry, Rikishi. I never wanted you to hold the world title. No. Your beef is not with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Your beef is with the demo. We didn't want that.
We didn't.
I don't know who told you what.
Yeah, I can tell you, Rikishi, I can tell you right now, I never wanted you to be world champ.
Yeah.
Couldn't even see it. I can't see it now. Yeah. Jay, I can see as a world champ. Jimmy, no, I don't see him. Yeah. I damn near see Jimmy future endeavor.
Man, hey,
like, what are you without your brother?
He was not in the draft.
Yeah, what are you without your brother? And the crazy thing is, I liked you better before your brother until the pandemic. So yeah, the pandemic changed shit.
Facts.
With that being said, like even when you was nobody bitch, I was like, oh yeah, it's time.
Jimmy back. Like you on it.
Jimmy back. Then you start, you start being loco on South Central. And,
it's like, nah, dog.
What the fuck going on, fam? What the fuck going on with Naomi husband? That's what the fuck going on with Naomi husband. But Solo tells Paul Heyman, hey, I talked to Roman. I'm the HSIC over here while he's gone. I'm in charge. You're my tribal chief. I mean, you're my whatever was it? The wise man now. Yeah, you're my wise man now. Now, Paul Heyman still look nervous, and let me say this again, y'all. If we about to get a face turn from Paul Heyman, you can throw all this shit away.
Oh yeah.
Let me just, Paul, talking directly to you. If we're about to get a face Paul Heyman, throw all this shit away. This shit's done for nothing, because you should never be a face. You should always be a heel. I do not want you Jimmy Harting this shit for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
don't make sense.
Roman, shoot him a text or something. You got it. Something gotta happen, bro.
Yeah. I need when Roman to come back, Roman to be like, and Paul be like, nah, with the young cats, fam.
Mm-hmm.
They out here. Fuck you, man. I need that. If we get a face turn for Paul Heyman, I am gonna boo so loud. I'm gonna boo so loud. But let's go with GOD and Solo, led by Solo. How do you feel about the junior version of the bloodline? It seems like call it the junior bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, and the fact that you call it the junior bloodline kind of sums it up for me. It's I'm just being real. Hey, listen, man, it's not like I don't like these guys together and what they're attempting to do. It's not that I don't like it. It just don't have the energy it need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we were in a space where we had very high hopes for Solo. And like maybe he was truly a main event impact player. But man, I mean, the lights won't get this brighter than this for much longer. Everybody's out the way. Literally everybody's out the way, and he is not taking over SmackDown. And I think and that might, for some people, that might be asking for a lot, but that's literally what he comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally comes from, yo, my cousin and my brother ran SmackDown. Like
he said that was he said Roman lost our world championship.
Right.
Like our nigga?
Right. Right. It's like you know you kind of came in during the middle of like at the day like 500, right? So, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna jump out this window and say, oh, I need him to get better on the mic. I need better vignettes. I don't really need any of that. I won't say that, but man, as they build this, I hope they don't find out that they don't need Solo at the head of it. That's my honest like worry and assessment so far. Like, you know, because really, even with the cross on Raw, I was like, now if they get Jey Uso to lead this, now you're talking. Because Jey and Paul Heyman historically have been on the same page.
Yeah. Even when he looked at his ass the other day, he looked at his ass like, see, man, how the fuck you leave, fam?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
fuck.
And if everything is everything about the next tribal chief or the chief in training was really Jey Uso, then man, pull the trigger on this. Because they need something else. They need something else with this.
I can tell you what they need.
What's happening?
That's Jacob Fatu. See, I don't think the WWE did a good job at introducing Tama and Tanga.
No, I agree.
I don't think they did a good job at all. Because if you do a good job at introducing them, they're scary together.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Tama's body language and his demeanor has been scary enough to me to make him go, yeah, he's a worthy opponent to Randy Orton.
Yeah, for sure.
But you've given no backstory, and not saying that you got to ask. I'm not saying that you got to ask New Japan Pro Wrestling to give you tapes of them to show people who they are and what they can do. I ain't saying that. But you ain't really did a good job at putting him over. And since you've not did a good job at putting him over, the WWE cameras don't realize who they got in front of them.
Yeah. You're supposed to give them like a good month and a half to just do them.
Yeah. And
even if it's a lot of talking in 2 matches, I'm still with that.
And Brando, he's right in this comment right here. Just don't let Tonga Loa have a singles match for the love of God. He's right. But as a tagger, hey, they need the dead president's face paint, and they need to go fuck somebody up. Because that's what they do best. They fuck people up. So I need that. There needs to be a fear involved with these 3. And they ain't beat that. I ain't saying they got to go jump Cody, because I don't want Solo versus Cody matches.
Yeah.
Not right now. I don't need Cody versus Solo in championship matches of him trying to get the belt. I don't need them trying to Triple H him.
No.
As far as, and what I mean by that is to put him in the world title hunt after Shawn Michaels is done.
Yeah, I got you.
But what they did, what I think they did a great job at, is put him and The Rock together, and they build both of them. Just like Cody needs his person, Solo needs his. He needs his Triple H to The Rock. He needs that person that's going to go back and forth with the secondary title. This is why I propose LA Knight versus Solo for United States Championship. If it's winner take all, and Cody wins and he says, I don't want this, I spread the love. Here's the belt. Then I would love to see a championship final that's LA Knight versus Solo, and Solo wins, and LA Knight has to chase him.
You're raising great points, and it made me think about this. You know, they need to do something that that make it look like, damn, Roman Reigns really took it easy on us.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need to do that. And you know, there aren't a lot of times in our lives where we see version 2 of the faction take off and be bigger than version 1.
Right.
To my knowledge, and this is even with me just respecting, liking the Horsemen with Wyndham and Vicious in it. The only time it's ever really worked that's in the front of my mind is DX. Because Shawn, Triple H, China, and Rick Rude, because I never not count Rick Rude in that. That first version of DX was cool, but it's almost like a nostalgia act with uncertainty. When Triple H comes out there, cuts the promo about Shawn dropping the ball, and then here come X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Because I kind of wanted to see that anyway. And I was hoping that Shawn Michaels would already be in the fold of all of this, and it didn't quite happen that way. At least in real time, real Attitude Era time. Obviously, when they now in the Hall of Fame, they all like, hey, look, we just need Hall and Nash. It's like, damn, like, okay. And we're not getting that with this. Even though I think it's a great job of highlighting just the new generation of talent that still exists. So like it's literally just the calling card of like, hey guys, even when it's over for Roman, Jimmy, and Jay, look who we got next. But sell it better than this, though. That's all. That's all I really got right now. Just sell it better than this.
Yeah. And I think getting to what we had said about the draft earlier in the show, this is why I think the WWE did a misstep with the draft. You had an opportunity to put certain people with certain people and get other people over into what they could be. Same thing I said about Cody. Who is that person for Cody? We've named it. That's Randy Orton. Could LA Knight be that for Solo? Solo needs somebody that's going to tell him, shut the fuck up. And maybe it's Jimmy. Here's the thing. Maybe it's Jimmy. And maybe Jimmy go at this all alone to say, hey, my brother's over there on Raw doing this, but I gotta do this for me. They jumped on me and beat my ass. So now I got to do this. And then maybe that gets Jimmy back to where I know Jimmy could be. Maybe these characters outside of nobody's bitch. And then maybe outside of that, we didn't get what we were supposed to get. And now we could get that with Jimmy being the one-man army against his brother and two other niggas in the family. Maybe that's the case. Yeah. But Solo also needs somebody that's going to be that for him. The good thing about the tag team division in the WWE, GOD versus anybody gonna smack at this point. And Brando, again, he's right. Street Profits versus that shit is going to be the best people of color tag team matches of all time. We get Street Profits versus Gorillas of Destiny. Hey, people of color tag. Hey, first of all, Kemp, I meant to say this. My bad. This is the most black and people of color tag teams we've ever had.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you saw, they introduced the new tag team of two black dudes on NXT.
Oh no, I missed that.
They just niggas.
Wait, they're the dude in the Timbs.
Yeah, the niggas with the Timbs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I had another one. It's 5 of these bitches now.
Yeah,
Them,
man.
It's Lash Legend and Old Girl. It's the two, I guess, Dominican, Puerto Rican niggas. So that's 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
The Street Profits, 4. Gorillas of Destiny, 5. Black and people of color.
Yeah.
And then
New Day, supposed to
New Day, 6.
Hey, and look, I'm gonna pull some cards. AOP are not white.
No,
ain't they like Israeli or something? Or like they Middle Eastern or something?
They're Middle Eastern.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was like, I know we put them in the Aryan Nation, but that's because they run it with Karrion Kross and Paul Ellering.
That's because when you go to jail, you got to align yourself with somebody, and sometimes those people of color align themselves with the Aryan Nation as opposed to the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, you can be anything but a neutron.
Yeah, you got. Just go watch Oz. I ain't never been. Learn my shit from Oz.
I'm going. I'm way too old to go now. Fuck
yeah, we're way too old to go now. And if we go, we got to go to sit.
Yeah.
You can't just go to. We at an age where you just can't go to jail for a year. It has to mean something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yes. you ain't about to get me on a 90 day. Fuck
yeah.
Nah. You're not gonna detain me for a minute. Nah.
Yeah. You gotta miss me. You gotta miss me.
Yeah.
They fuck it. Like some people go like when Bill Cosby went, I was like, shit, I could just go here. Like,
yeah. Right. I was like, yo.
Fuck else for me to do? Like, fight my way out of here? Nah, I'm Bill Cosby. I run this bitch. Like, but this beside detour. Detour. For me with this thing with the bloodline though, it just feels like they need somebody to attack. It had to be somebody with a name. It has to mean something. Mm-hmm. If that's what we're doing. And right now, outside of them going up against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, I think that's done. You beat their ass and you introduce somebody else.
Yeah.
Now I need a belt, and maybe God go after the tag team championships. Maybe they take them from, A-Town down under.
Yeah.
And
cause they break up. I'm here for that too.
They cause they break up, and then you have the Street Profits versus God, and them matches gonna smack. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit, if you look at SmackDown, it already look good. Like you already chopping at the bit for that. It's like, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. All right, bet. We got Angelo versus Tama in the singles match. They got some good chemistry. You got Montez jumping over people and shit and that thing, and they end up getting their ass beat. Now we got to get our lick back. Yeah. So maybe it's Bobby Lashley and the Pride versus Solo and God. That will look good on Solo's resume, but he needs somebody to help put him over as the leader. And then when Roman comes back, Paul could be like, nah, we've been running rough shot, fam. You just got back. You doing movies and shit, cuz I don't even know if you hungry, fam. I'll talk to you later. I'm over here. And then it's Roman and the Usos and versus God and Solo, and then you try to figure out what you do with Jacob Fatu if he's truly signed.
Yeah.
Now you try to figure out what's up with him. Do he go with his cousin, older cousin, or do he go with his younger cousin? And I'll be honest, I've seen Jacob Fatu. He should be in Solo spot right now. To be honest.
Yeah, hey, that's. Yeah, see, I think. Quick question: do you think this is a last ditch effort to see if Solo really got it or not?
No, because I think he does have it.
Okay,
I think it's where at on the card.
I got you. Okay,
is what it is. Like, look at the Bullet Club, right? Bullet Club has Finn Balor. Mm-hmm. He leaves, you get AJ Styles. He leaves, you get Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. Is it that? Is it Hulk Hogan, then Kevin Nash? Or is it Hulk Hogan, Stevie Ray?
Yeah, see.
You're on the card. This is where you at on the card.
Yeah, that's true. And not for nothing, I think
Michael's Triple H.
Yeah. I always have. No, you're right. You're right. And then on the NWO example, I think people totally underrate how like Scott Steiner just kind of made himself a leader at one point. He was like, yo, hey, look, I get it, but hey, I'm Mito. Like, and I run shit. Right. Nobody tell me what to do anywhere. So maybe I want more Scott Steiner out of Solo, and maybe that's why I feel the way I do. Maybe that's it.
We'll find out. But let's wrap this up, man. Any guarantees outside of what you talked about?
Ah, man. I thought I had another one, but I'm gonna stick to that because I forgot. Like, just being real, I just forgot. But yeah, I got Gunther taking the title off of Damian Priest. We'll call it SummerSlam. I definitely had one about the women. It is escaping me right now, but hey, man, that's why we do the show every week if we can, and I will have it for y'all very soon.
Well, I can tell you right now, my two guarantees. You just said that when Gunther will win the WWE Championship at SummerSlam, and Tiffany Stratton will have the belt by the end of this year. She, matter of fact, maybe sooner than that, but she's going to take the belt off of Bayley, and she is going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion. All right, man, great show. Outside of that, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there, or you know, the bonus moms, the mothers, the women who are mentors. And since women like to hijack Father's Day, the men who play both roles.
You know, and we can't, forget the wrestling MILFs out there as well. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all of you and your contributions through the timelines and maybe even possibly on this show. And as your support, we thank you all, man or woman or whatever you decide to be this week, for supporting the First Black Champ podcast and the community. Obviously, we could do a lot of this without all of you, but everyone contributing in their own special way to be a part of this community makes it that much more special. Please do or say something nice to a mom, or try your best. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of different situations going on here in the world, and we respect all of them as best we can. But remember, the next time you want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, not unprofessional, but unconventional way, you do so by checking out the First Black Champ podcast. Pick VP, DOC, and we are out. Fuck Johnny Wrestling, but shout out to your mom.
Oh, and they didn't win the tag team championships too, so that's great.
It's a glorious day in wrestling.